Hello and welcome to this episode of the Corporate Escapists TV show. I'm your host, Christine Innes. I'm super excited to have this beautiful lady sitting right next to me. Kelly Kingston, welcome.
No, thank you, Christine. It's so lovely to be here.
Oh, I'm excited because obviously with all of the COVID stuff, everything's online. So it's actually nice to have a little bit of company.
I get to touch you.
I know.
Okay.
So we're not really doing this social distancing. That's okay.
Oh, we're allowed 20 people now.
I know, it's so great. But I'm really excited because we're going to really talk, I reckon, quite a lot. And you and I, we could talk forever anyway, so that's okay. But I want to talk about, first of all, your book that's you're relaunching, which I'm super excited because I'm going to the launch party on Sunday. So
I am very exciting.
And then also, too, I want to talk about sort of what it's been like, obviously, highs and lows of being in business, because I want to be real with people, and it's not all roses. And I want people to know that it's okay to have these experiences and to actually learn from them. And I think that's the biggest kicker.
The key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With it.
Absolutely.
And
I couldn't agree with you more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Life's a learning lesson. Let's be honest,
Life is a learning lesson, and we don't know everything. We only know what we need to know right now to deliver that message to you.
Yeah.
And, by meeting beautiful people, we complement each other. So we support each other and, okay, what do we need to learn today? What are we open to learning today so that we can then tomorrow have our 1%. I'm so much better than I was yesterday because I now allowed myself to be 1% smarter, or, enhance my ability to learn something to then provide education to somebody else.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we both come from a place of service, which is one of the things that I really admire from you, is that, we're both heart-centered entrepreneurs. We really want to be there from service and give it our all. And I think that's really what sort of sets us apart, from other people. I'm not here to big note or anything like that, but it really is that we have this passion inside of us that we're like, oh my God, what else can we do to help somebody? What else can we do?
Mm-hmm.
So that's I really do admire you for that, because it is, she really genuinely does care, with her clients. She cares about her friends and her family. And, you've really helped and supported me. I just tell everyone a little bit about the background. We met a couple of years ago, and I was on a completely different journey, huge different journey. But I had a lot more that I needed to learn about myself before I could even step into this space. And you really allowed me to do that. And, give me the opportunity to learn, to grow and to develop, but being supportive along the way.
Yes.
And I think that's what's really key.
It is. It is key, but not pushing too much, because, when we can see somebody that we're working with closely, a friend, the disfragmentations of where they're currently at, you can't just go in and go, I'm going to save you. We need to learn these lessons for ourselves so that we can really feel that, oh my gosh, this is not where I belong.
That's right.
And you felt that.
Yeah. So it was tick for me. It was great. But this is the whole thing about being on this sort of journey, is that, there are going to be these highs and lows. It's not always, a smooth sailing. Jay Shetty, I absolutely love, and one of the biggest things that he says, that if you're like this, you're flatlining in life. You literally have to be like a heartbeat and going up and down. So people, if that's what your life is like, this is what your business experience is like, you're on the right pathway.
Absolutely. And, we need to be failing, and we need to know that failing is not a bad thing. And we are taught from a little baby and growing up through school, through high school, that if we fail, that, it's bad, it's wrong, it's nothing. If we're failing, we are ruling out the things that we don't want in our lives to then know what we do want in our lives, and that is a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Look, honestly, all the crap that's happened in my life, especially 5 years ago when I hit rock bottom, I would not have had it any other way, because it has made me into the person that I am today.
Absolutely.
And I think that's what we need to also learn from it, is just going, okay, well, it's going to let us go of what no longer is serving us, but it's also going to allow to bring into the goodness that, you know, we're creating in ourselves, but also what we actually do want in life.
Absolutely. And I feel that helps us align with the people that we want to work with as well.
Yes.
Yeah, and we were just talking about that.
We were. Yeah, no, definitely.
Very exciting.
Yeah. So, you know, the other thing is also find your tribe, people.
Yeah.
Find your tribe. Find the tribe that the people who are going to get you, who are going to support you, they're not going to sugarcoat stuff, you know.
You still need to be vulnerable.
Yes.
But allowing people to call you on your stuff.
Yes.
And that's okay, because I love you.
Yeah.
And I'm just going, okay, without any ego attached.
That's right.
Let's just keep this real, sister. Yeah. Okay. And vice versa.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes we all get out of that misalignment aspects, and sometimes, you know, we'll have a bad day or an off day depending on how we're feeling or how somebody's just treated us, and not to take that energy on board, but to really recognize, where am I right now, and is this where I want to be?
Yeah. Just getting back in tune with yourself, that self check-in is so critical, you know, and this is why honestly, your book is, I think it's also great for life and business as well, because it allows you to set where you want to go and then just sort of backtrack a little bit and just set out those sort of step by steps, because nobody knows how to do it all.
No, and we don't claim to want to know how to do everything. And that's one of my philosophies, is being clear on who we are and our business aspects, then having the direction of knowing where we want to be, and we foresee that, because that's the end goal. And then having staying focused in that space. And that's in our personal lives and our business lives, because once we focus, we stay in our lane and we're not looking for the next shiny thing, going, oh my gosh, you know, why isn't this working for me? Why is this, you know, why, me? But let's bring it back. And like, you know, there's people out there, and due to the situations that's happening on our planet at the moment, it's scary. It's really, really scary. And so if we can, you know, be clear, have direction, so that we can stay focused, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, absolutely. I always say, like, you need to get out of that sort of victim mentality. So, which is like the poor me. It's okay. Like, honestly, I still have my pity parties for myself, and that's okay. It's all right. It's fine. But I give myself a time frame, and I'm just going, you can wallow in whatever you want to think, but that's it. After 2 hours, then you're done.
The couch potato watching a series on Netflix.
Yes. You know, with maybe a tub of Ben and Jerry's, but you know, that's okay. But you know, that's just what we need to do.
Yeah.
But when you get out of that and you remember, reset, refocus, and I'm all about, you know, keeping track of what we are. And you said before, it's about knowing who you are. And for me, that is a critical part, especially when you start into business, because when I left the corporate world, I was so attached to my corporate identity. And I didn't know who I was without that job title. So when you go into business, one thing you're going to learn is more about yourself.
Yeah, totally. And learning where you want to be in business is a reflection of who we are. Okay. So if we're going to create a business and we really don't know who we are, and we're in that victim mentality, and we're in that, oh my gosh, she's doing what I'm doing, you know, I can't be doing something right, or I need to lift my prices, or my prices aren't, or is somebody going to pay me for that? It's like, it doesn't matter. If you feel that you are valuing yourself enough in that space, and you're totally in alignment with that process, nobody out there can do what you do. Nobody.
No.
You were born to be doing what you want to be doing, and that is combining your purpose and passion. By combining those two, you create a business platform that it's written in the stars that you're actually meant to be doing that.
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
And nobody could be doing what you're doing because your story is different to their story.
Exactly.
Even if they're doing similar modalities and they're doing similar stuff, there's nobody that can do exactly what you do.
No, that's right. And if you just look, like if you go to the supermarket, right, and you go down to the cereal aisle, how many boxes of cereal are there? And I mean, if we just look at oats, like there are so many different ones, but you're going to go and be drawn to one that resonates with you. And that's the same in business.
Exactly.
You know, there's so many of like different coaches, there's different, you know, other types of businesses, but you're going to be drawn by it. But when you know who you are, you know your clients and what you stand for, what your values are, that then sets you up for where you want to go.
I couldn't agree more. I was actually using that analogy. I was actually using that analogy with a client a couple of weeks ago.
I love that. We're so in tune.
I know, right? So I use the analogy that there's so many food work stores. There's so many different owners of the food work stores. They're uniquely different in their own particular ways because some owners will want other products in and some owners won't want other products in. So we're going to resonate to the ones that are, you know, the ones we want to go to, and you know, the person that's on checkouts, how friendly they are, and you know, in that space. So I agree.
Now let's talk about this, my friends. It's so shiny and bright and lovely.
It is.
And I love it. I was just telling you before, like when everyone gets an opportunity to have a look at it, one thing I absolutely love, and I'm a little bit OCD with some of these types of things, is that
well, coming out of the corporate world, you know, we have to bring some of those traits with us. And it's called being professional.
It is just one of these little things that have just stuck with me, but that's okay. And plus also I wrote learning development programs. So, you know, presentation is key.
Is everything.
But the way that this book is laid out, people, like it's so easy to read and to follow. So like from a design aspect, like I'm in love with that, but better yet is the content that's in here. So,
I'm going to take this book from you because I stand no chance.
You're not going home with it, sorry.
No.
But one thing I love is that, you know, I'm really big on obviously spirituality, and the more that I've dived into it, the more it's allowed me to express who I am.
Yeah.
But I've also found that it gives me a sense of knowing where I'm going as well, because, you know, the law of attraction, even though I didn't even realize what I was doing to start off with, has played such a big part in my life.
Yeah.
But you're here talking about the vibrations. Now, I want to let people know that if you think of going to a party and you walk in and you notice somebody who is like happy and laughing, do you know what I mean? Like so full of life, you're drawn to it.
Yes.
This is what we want you to be like, because when you're at that right vibration, people are going to be drawn to you and your business.
Absolutely. That is extremely true. And now you don't have to be the life of the party for people to be attracted to you in that space. So you don't need to be that loud person that's standing in the back, that's making a lot of noise. It's not about that. It's about being authentic. It's about being congruent, and it's about being in alignment with your true values, your belief system, that is your DNA imprint, that is in it, it's you. Okay. And going through this journey of the self-discovery of who we are is, oh my gosh, there's so many different moments where I've had that self-chatter talk going, no, you'll never do that. Oh, no, you're never good enough. And, you know, that's what we were taught and said to when we were at school and growing up and all that kind of stuff. So as soon as we release that self-chatter and we allow ourselves to tune in to our own intuition, that feeling aspect, it goes, what is feeling good for me to want to step into that space? My gosh, you open up a whole new world for so many different areas of your life. Hey.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like, I mean, even last night I was like laying in bed and, you know, like so many amazing things are happening in my life. But then I sort of like felt this like feeling come over me, like going, oh, you know, and it is that inner girl, like mean girl voice in my head, like going, oh, who do you think you are, Christine? Like all this sort of stuff. And I'm like, just literally had to tell myself, no, I don't want to feel like that. I want to feel good. So it's about, you know, trying to bring in that right emotion so I can then feel good and go to sleep feeling good and, you know, all that sort of stuff. But, you know, we're all human beings. We're all going to have these things. But when you have a book that is actually going to take you through the process, you then have a foundation that you can go back to time and time again. And one of the things that I like about it is the fact that no matter where you are in business, you can use this.
Yes. And
then as your business grows, you can go back and sort of go, oh, okay, well, I need to redo this again because my business is at a next step or the next stage.
Yes.
Where do I need to go?
Yeah. So the book is Your Ultimate Wellness Business Guide. What frequency is your business vibrating at? And it is shiny, it's glossy, it is absolutely amazing. And it's an interactive tool for business planning, starting from the ground up, from the earth beneath our feet, Mother Gaia, and raising the vibrational frequencies of our personal vibration and bringing our business vibration up at the same time. And as we progress through the book, we then reach the divine gateway chakra, okay, which is our operations of our business, because we need to get the bedrock foundations of our businesses solid. Okay, we don't need to do marketing plans first. We don't need to do sales plans first. We need to understand that the planning aspects of where we want to go, we already have that end vision in mind. And when we're planning, this supports bringing it all together, raising the vibration, raising the frequency of who we are and what we want to be seen by our peers and our future clients. Hey,
absolutely. And I think that, you know, you said something before, it's about, you know, being in your own lane way, you know, knowing who you are. And nobody knows your vision more so than you. And I think that that's why it's really key that we get connected, we can really understand it. But then when you put it down on paper, the biggest thing that I have found myself is that sort of like doing an internal contract with yourself. It's like you're making a commitment.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? It's just sort of like, I'm committed to doing this. I've put it down just because I've had the vision. But when you put it down, it is that commitment. It is a contract that you're making to yourself.
Yeah. So I'm so glad you brought that up, because the whole book is an interactive tool. As you can see, like when I flick through, you know, there's pages that you can write in, you can draw pictures, okay? And so the reason for this is as we write, we're releasing, okay? And as we're releasing, we're allowing new things to come to us to then co-create our business from a heart aspected place. Now, not only is this one of the best business planning books on the face of this planet, to support that process, oops, I'll share that with you in a second. It wants to be told. Process. We have the business side, we have the spiritual side. So combining the chakra systems and business together. But the best thing about this is that I created 13 mantras to support the getting out of your head and into your heart, so that you can listen to each mantra before each chapter to support you raising your frequency, your vibration, and your vision for what you are wanting to create in this reality on this planet, awakening all these processes that we already know. We just need to awaken to them or remind ourselves of this. Hey,
Look, I couldn't agree more, because one of the quotes that I created when I first started doing it was that dreams plus actions equal reality.
Yeah.
So you can have a dream, but for it to become reality, you need the action part. Yeah. And this is the action part that we need in business. Yes. Is that, you know, you can go and download so many different things, but if you're a heart-centered entrepreneur and you want to be connected and you want to allow it all to come together, yeah, and you know, use the force of the universe as such, you know, in that real powerful way that we both know that it friggin' works. Like, yeah, you know, it's not just woo-woo, like, and I always say woo-woo, but do you know what I mean? There's so many things behind it that has, for me, it's just literally showing me that there's so much more to it. Yeah. And like you said, you go through and you're writing it down, and then you get connected, you get out of your head and you're putting it into, you know, pen to paper, and your vision then becomes so much more. So it's not just this pipe dream. It's sort of like, here's the action steps that I need to do when, oh my God, and then you start feeling into it and you're like, oh my God, this is going to happen, you know, like, you know, oh my God.
It's actually working. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize I had it in me to put this together. And the clearer the vision in our mind, and the more we write and journal and get it down, the clearer that vision becomes. And the more action we put into making that happen on a day-to-day basis, the faster it will come to us.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So not only do we have the spiritual side of things, the frequency, we have the fundamentals, which is the business planning, the physicality aspect. Then we have the mantra, which is, you know, the hearing, the visualization. But then we have another little tool.
This I love. Look at this beauty. Like, there is the 13 crystals actually in this beautifully oil. Like, honestly, I'm a huge fan of oils. Like, my poor partner, like, just goes, what have you got now? I'm going, it's okay, just, you know, just let me be. But this I love, because this then supports everything, and it really helps you become even more in tune.
Yes. So what we have got here is a blended oil base, and we've named it the Balanced Chakra Alignment Oils. So I'm just going to show you here. Oops, I'm too close. That's okay. You get the rough idea. And the beautiful lady that has put these beautiful blends together, and you'll see that there's 13 crystals in this oil. Okay. Now, her business name is Natural Aroma. And that is, well, that's a bit, out of focus. Now, she's just such an amazing, amazing woman. Karina, her name is Karina Meeder. She has been so supportive of me, you know, being really specific. She only knew about the 7 chakras, and then I've come in and go, I want that 13 oils, and she goes, whoa. And so then we've gone through, and she's educated me on oils, and I've educated her on chakras and business and a whole heap of other things. So that has worked really, really well. So you get the beautiful book. You can just buy the book by itself, and then have the oil in addition as a pack, and there's going to be some other goodies, but they are going to be a surprise.
And I'm really excited because, you know, I think as I keep diving deeper and deeper, you know, I learn more and more about it, of how I can do, and you know, it is the learning, and it's exciting too. Like, I want people to understand that, you know, don't think of it as hard work. Think of it as the excitement of what you're going to learn about yourself, what you're going to learn, and what you'll probably find that your vision is like here. But as you go through the book, your vision is going to expand even more, because you start to believe in the more possibilities within yourself.
And own it.
Yeah.
And own it. We need to own this. We need to step into it so that we can step out and then tell everybody about this, because it's not just me, it's you, and it's our sisters and our brothers that are coming into business that, you know, need the additional support. And, you know, we don't know everything every single day.
No.
And, you know, I've got books and library and a whole heap of things, and I'm forever learning every single day.
Yep.
And that supports my growth.
Yeah.
Hey.
Absolutely. And I think also too that the more that you learn, and especially for coaches out there, like we were just talking before, I said, you know, for coaches, we only need to be like 2 to 5 steps ahead, you know, of where our clients are. And like every time that we learn, that then helps us learn, but also then helps our clients learn even more.
Absolutely.
You know, we can impart that wisdom.
Yeah.
So I am super excited because obviously I'm coming to the launch on Sunday. So
I know, and I'm super excited because I'm putting it all together.
Yeah.
For everybody to enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, we would have already released it anyway, but you're on the cover of the Corporate Escapists magazine. So their very first launch issue, which, you know,
oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
It has just been, so this is, I just want to say, this is what the power of finding within yourself, because I literally did a meditation and this is what I was guided to do, was to launch a magazine.
Yeah.
But it is actually learning more about yourself. And it's like when you do that trust and faith within yourself, people come.
Yes. And we were talking about our tribe before, weren't we? And so Christine and I was sitting there, and we haven't had an opportunity to sit down for a number of years. We connect on Facebook and, you know, we support each other, and but to sit down and have a chat about, you know, our visions and where we want to be and the vibe and the tribe that we want to connect in with. Well, we just like blurted all this stuff out this morning, and we're so aligned in so many different ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So much so.
And not that it doesn't surprise me, but it confirms so many different things that, you know, when, you know, you see it, somebody over there and you go, oh my gosh, that's intriguing. What are they doing over there? Oh, that's, But then bringing it all together and you know, when we can talk about it, like, you know, the words that come out of our mouths are a vibration. And so the vibration of the frequency that we speak is manifesting our life that we step into that reality.
Yeah.
So if we put our hand over our mouth, we push the breath out, and then we speak into our hand, we can feel the vibration of the words and the life and the reality that we want to create.
Yeah.
So from my education and research is that the words that come out of our mouths are like spellings. So we, like at school, we're taught how to spell.
Yeah.
But in my education of researching and learning more about things is that what comes out of our mouths are spells. The spelling words that we cast, that we learn from school, and we put sentences together, are spells we're putting out there for the co-creation of our reality here on earth at this particular point in time.
Absolutely. And when you have found your tribe, it's incredible at how much more you can be expressive, because you're not in fear of judgment. You're not in fear of competition. Like there's, you know, and this is what I really love. Like we're both building communities, and it's not about competition. It's all about collaboration. It's about supporting and uplifting and, you know, being there for people. And, you know, like we're all going to have bad days and stuff, but it's about rising that other person up and, you know, then supporting people on their journey as well. So, you know, find your tribe people, find the people that get you when, you know, that, you know, you don't want competition in life.
No, so I created a word. Well, I don't know whether I created it. I thought that I did, but anyway, collaboration. So we're collaborating, but eliminating the competition and bringing that together as a holistic base of bringing our tribe together that is raising the vibration of our individual self. But as you rise, I rise. As I rise, you rise. And we rise together because we are not in competition. We are supporting that aspect of ourselves to come together and be whole within ourselves. Because you don't do what I do.
No.
And I don't do what you do. No. So we could only complement each other.
Exactly.
The sooner we realize that this is the situation and that we attract different people into our lives to complement what we do that aligns with our vision, man, it's a no-brainer.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to say thank you so much for coming today and spending some time with me, because we're going to probably go and chat for another couple of hours, so that's okay.
Yeah.
But I'm going to leave all of the links of where they can go and reach out to you.
Yes.
Get the book. If you really want a business coach, Kelly is the woman to go and speak to. And honestly, you know, as I said, she's an incredible woman because she's just so passionate about helping people. So thank you so much, lovely.
It is absolutely my pleasure. Now, I just want to reiterate something just on the end of that.
Please.
So I'm not actually a coach, and I don't want to claim to be a coach. I want to be classified as a business educator because I want to educate people on a different way of doing business. And there's different ways that people perceive that. Yeah. And so as a special, what I'm doing each month is I've put together a 13-day biz challenge. Okay, so this is 2 hours a day for 13 days that supports you doing this amazing business guide planning process for you and your business. So you could be an employee, you could still be in corporate, you could be at home, a single mum, a single dad, anywhere, and still have the 2 hours a day for 13 days to bring your vision to life. That dream that you have been thinking about, dreaming about, waking up to, going to sleep with, can come to fruition right here, right now, awakening every single aspect, every single process that you have in yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did I say that passionately?
I love it.
I love what I do.
And honestly, like if you get the opportunity to spend some time, like it literally is infectious. Like, and it's I don't know, I should probably say that word right now in the middle of COVID, but you know what I mean? Like, it's contagious. Like, I can't even think of the right word now. Like, it's fun.
Yeah, contagious.
Infectious. It's just, I don't know, you just want more of it. Like, it is like an addiction. Like, you just like go, give me more, give me more, give me more, because you get yourself in that vibration like that. You just go, oh my God.
Yes, and the best thing about it is there is examples in every single chapter, so you don't need to think about it.
Yeah.
Examples on every aspect. You just need to change the aspect of what you're doing and make it unique to you to then duplicate the examples and nurture the space that you want to move into. Yeah,
absolutely. So as I said, I'm going to put all the links below where you can get the beautiful book. You can reach out to Kelly. And again, thank you so much for just being you. And
my pleasure.
You're such a sweetheart. Like, honestly, you know, and I'm excited. I want to thank everyone for joining and watching this episode of the Corporate Escapists TV show. Just to remember to follow your passion and live life to the fullest every single day. Yeah. So love and light to you all.
Love and light.